Hey guys, welcome to the Wrenching Lounge. I can't believe I'm going to do this, but in this episode, I'm going to show you the most embarrassing thing I ever made for my car. And after that, I'm going to show you how we're going to use this and some custom coating to add stock features to the car that it never had to fix it. Stay tuned. And I'll see you at the Wrenching Lounge. Alright, so what is this thing? Well, my car never came with daytime running lights. I like the look of it. When a nice sleek car is off in the distance and it's coming towards you and it's got those sweet daytime running lights. So, my car never came with it. These fog lights that you see only come on when you have the headlights on. Which is strange, because like in Canada, daytime running lights are required. But in the US, the Chrysler 300 during these years does not have the feature for daytime running lights. So what are these that I made? These are cheap 12-volt light strips. I stuck them to a piece of aluminum and then I double-sided taped it into these recesses right here. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. I wired it up to where whenever the car was on, these would come on. They looked cool at first, but naturally they just are not made to stand through all of the elements and driving and stuff like that. The LEDs turned yellow and eventually this one fell off. And I'll show you in a minute, after I get the bumper off, where I stuck them. But honestly, this was so stupid. So now, what are we going to do to fix it? Well, we have replacement fog lights to replace these dull, yellowed fog lights, make them look better. And then, the trick. There are programs out there that you can use to activate and deactivate stock features of your car. So like I said, in Canada, daytime running lights are required on cars. So naturally, the Chrysler 300 came with daytime running lights. And it's a matter of just turning it on in the ECU, or in this case, PCM, and turning it off. So I'm going to show you how we do that. We're going to replace the fog lights, and we're going to get daytime running lights. So the first thing we got to do is take the bumper off. Alright, y'all ready to see how dumb this was that I did? Let me show you. Remember the piece of angle aluminum that I did? There it is. Double-sided taped to where the LEDs just went along the top of this little mark. But for now, we're going to take it off, get rid of all this extra tape. So the wires, I use GoPro mounts to hold them onto the bumper and out of the way. Then I ran the wires up here, connected the positive to this post here, and negative I pulled from one of the relays. So I would show you what the lights look like on the left side. But long ago I took the fuse out of this and I don't know where it is now, so we'll have to use our imagination. But we're going to rip out all this wiring, then we're going to get to replacing the fog light housings. And there's the aftermath. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Alright, so now we have all the wiring removed. I took off the GoPro mounts holding the wiring on. The next step in the process is to replace the fog lights. It's a pretty easy. All you're going to do is disconnect the bulb, unplug it. You're going to take a T20 torque bit, screwdriver. You're going to undo the 2 screws holding the fog light on. It's going to be held in after that by 2 little clips. You're going to squeeze those clips together, then the fog light is going to come out through the front of the bumper. Here are the 2 lights side by side. Definitely like the new one better. Now I've got LED bulbs in my current fog lights, so I'm going to switch those over to the new fog lights, and then putting them in is in the reverse order. All right, new fog lights are in. Next thing to do, let's get this bumper back on. Man, doesn't that look so good with the new fog lights? Hey, I've got a question for you. Have you hit that subscribe button and the like button? It'll help me out, and I would really appreciate it. All right, so let's recap. I've removed the crap that I installed. I've replaced the fog light housings. They're looking great now, but we still have the last problem. The fog lights only come on with your parking lights. They stay on when you turn the headlights on, but the fog lights actually turn off when you switch to high beams. And when you switch to low beams, they come back on. So daytime running lights are lights that stay on during the day with no need to turn on the parking lights or headlights. It's not affected by the auto lamp feature or anything like that. For cars of these years, they didn't offer that. I don't know why they didn't activate it, but believe it or not, your car is programmed for it. It's just turned off. In Canada, it was a requirement to have daytime running lights, but here in the US, for some reason, it's not a requirement, so they didn't put it in. We're going to change that. We're going to use some software to change the factory settings and enable daytime running lights using all factory settings. We're just going to enable them. So let's dive into the computer and I'll show you how to do it. First thing we're going to need is an OBD connector to USB adapter to plug into the computer. We're going to take our connector, plug it into our OBD port. Other end goes into the laptop. Oh, other way. All right, from here we're going to dive into the laptop and I'm going to show you. We're going to start the application, maximize it. We're going to connect to the vehicle. This goes through and talks to every single module. It's important to know that you need to have your car in the run position, but the engine off. So 28 modules all together in the vehicle. That's why they say vehicles are pretty crazy when it comes to so many modules and stuff like that. We are now connected to the vehicle. And just as a brief overview on this, this application can do a whole lot of stuff. For instance, you have your diagnostics, your typical DTCs. With this, you can diagnose, you can get the error codes for different things. For example, I have one for my steering angle sensor. We're going to have to look into that in another video. If you want me to do a more thorough overview of this program and application, comment below. Let me know what you think, and maybe I'll do a video in the future on just this application. But for now, we're going to go to programming. And here, we're going to go to daytime running lights. This allows us to change the factory settings of the daytime running lights. If you remember, I told you, in the US, daytime running lights were not required. And these particular vehicles, they didn't activate the feature. But the feature is still there. It's just disabled. In Canada, daytime running lights were required. So it was activated and enabled. We're just changing the configuration. So we're going to go to daytime running lights, hit run. Then from here, there's some important information. Switching it to a European configuration or a Canada configuration. European, the daytime running lights come on with the low beams. It's only the low beams at 100% voltage. In Canada, it allows you to activate it and choose the location and the voltage. So we're going to go into daytime running lights and we're going to activate the Canadian configuration. Location, we want to be fog lights. Voltage is important. Typically, daytime running lights run at half voltage, so they're dimmer than normal. Unfortunately, I have installed LEDs, and LEDs don't like to be dimmed. LEDs are looking for the full voltage, which would be 12 volts. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to full voltage, 12 volts. I think you could do 13 volts also. We're going to stick with 12. And then that will be the standard brightness of the LEDs. So they're not going to be dim, but they will be on. Now, daytime running light dropout. This is where, if you've seen on some vehicles, they actually turn off the daytime running lights when you activate the turn signal for that side. So if you turn on your left turn signal, the left daytime running light drops out. This is important on some vehicles where they're really close together. They don't want other drivers to confuse a daytime running light for a turn signal. When you activate your turn signal, if the daytime running lights are still on, they might not see it as clearly as if the daytime running lights were dropped out. So with me activating my fog lights, it's a little different. They're far enough apart. I don't think people will get them confused. So we're going to leave this setting disabled. From here, we're going to hit next. It's going to run through. It's going to reconfigure that module. It's going to say status OK, saved successfully. We've now switched that module to a Canadian configuration. And there's our daytime running lights. We're going to hit next. It's going to confirm. And we're going to go back to menu. Now, something to keep in mind. Remember what I talked to you about before. When you activate your high beams, the fog lights cut out. Some countries allow this. Some countries require this. Other countries don't. So we're going to keep the fog lights activated with our high beams. So we're going to go into front fog light lamps. Dropout. We're going to hit run. That's going to bring it up. And then we're going to disable it. So now the fog lights will not drop out when the high beams are activated. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit next. And we are good to go. I'll show you one more feature of this. You can actually do a vehicle report of all your modules. You can save it, print it, and you can do a configuration report. All of the settings that are enabled and disabled. So you can print this report and you will see all of the features that your car has, but Chrysler and Dodge didn't allow you to use. And for the record, this video is not sponsored. AppCar is not paying me to do this. They don't even know I'm making this video. So from here, we're going to disconnect from the vehicle. We're now disconnected. We can close our application, and that is done. And at this point, we test it out. Start the car. And put it in drive. And there you have it. Daytime running lights, just to show you. Turn on the parking lights. Turn on the headlights. Now for that other feature we changed, high beams. And now the fog lights don't drop out. All right, that's how I turned something stupid I did many years ago into something nice. If you like this video, consider hitting that subscribe button, like button. Until next time, keep wrenching and chasing those dreams. I'm Jeff. See you in the next video.